Welcome to Wild Things Ranch.
That's Mo. I think Mo has a crush on you.
So let's head over. I hear there's a little something brewing with the team. Something to do with the world's largest hay maze. So again, being a real estate agent, you just never know what your day's going to bring.
Welcome to The American Dream, a national TV show about real estate, lifestyle, and culture, positive media. I'm your host, Craig Sewing, excited to be here with you today. And today, we're going to be looking through the lens of an award-winning real estate team, Derek and Juliette Kulda. These are the best in the business, and they're going to show you a little bit about Northern California today, the real estate, the lifestyle, the culture of a great part of the United States. You're going to absolutely love today's show. Let's get started right now.
Search is over, baby. I'm right here, and I got it.
The American Dream, the only show that combats negative media, not owned by a network, commercial-free, unscripted.
I got it.
These are stories for you and by you. Well, The American Dream is a positive show. It goes against the grain of the negative media by showing you the best of our marketplaces, the neighborhoods, the culture, the cities, and the real estate through the best real estate teams. And today I'm really excited to sit down with who've become good friends of ours on the show, Juliette and Derek Kulda. Great to have you on the show, guys. Let's get to know the two of you, and I want to share with our audience, you're a married couple, and you've got a family business. So tell us a little bit about where you're from and how that thing came together. I guess I'll start with you, Juliette.
Yeah, so I was born and raised in Peoria, Illinois, big family, one of 9 kids. And what's interesting, Craig, is I was raised in family businesses. My parents had businesses from, teenage discos or nightclubs, go-kart, Christmas tree farms, and eventually they ended up in restaurants. They have a chain of fast food Italian restaurants. And at 10 years old, I was working behind the counter. And then at the age of 18, I had the opportunity to manage one of the restaurants. So it was really neat to be raised there in a family of, businesses. And then as I ended up going to college, went to Thomas Aquinas College, which is in Southern California. And oddly enough, I met Derek's brother, who was going to school there. And my brother, Richard, was going to school at University of San Francisco, where Derek was in college. So that's how we met. And then we got married in 1992.
Well, you and I have some commonality. First of all, that entrepreneurial spirit. But I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri, so also Midwest. And my dad had a cafeteria in St. Louis, Missouri. So I came from that restaurant background as well. That's a tough industry. But real estate obviously has its own opportunities. So you shifted into this thing now and have become an award-winning professional up there. Derek, let's get a little bit of your backstory.
Yeah, I also come from a big family down in Orange County. My dad was an engineer down there. My mom was a ballerina, and they had 8 children. I'm the youngest of their 8 kids. And we grew up in a family of mostly engineers and builders because we were in Orange County at a time when they were really growing. There's a big construction boom down there, which I think really led to the real estate business that we're in today. And then Juliette mentioned how we met up in college. I had come up to San Francisco to go to USF, and there I met her brother. And it was interesting because I had this silly idea that I couldn't look at my buddy's sisters.
Until he saw me, and then
thankfully Providence had a better plan, and we did fall in love and had a huge, awesome wedding. And one thing I just want to say is that Juliette and I, we are both really aligned on our values and in our mindset, how we think big. So if we're gonna have a party, we have a big party. If we're gonna have a family, we have a big family. If we're gonna build a business, why not grow a huge business? So here we are 28 years later after being married, and we have a big family, and a growing big business, and we want to make it
Very
bigger.
cool. Go big or go home. You know, I heard between the two of you, I think I heard ballerina, go-karts, Christmas tree, restaurants, real estate. So diverse background that brought you guys together. So let's talk about that big business if we could. Let's switch gears and go from family to what you guys are doing in the real estate business. Tell us a little bit about your practice.
I guess I'll start. I came up in San Francisco in 1991. I started doing construction up in the San Francisco Bay Area while I was up at USF. And I think what happened there, growing up in the family I did in Orange County, I knew a lot more about building and engineering and design than most people at my young age. That led to a couple of my brothers coming up joining me. Juliette and I got married, and we built several commercial buildings, several brand new residential homes. And Juliette, the kids were rolling in, and we were having a great time. Yeah, I guess having a baby every 2 or 3 years, just she needed more to do. So she really got involved in the businesses, finding lots, negotiating deals directly with lot owners, getting permits, getting designs, picking out finishes, and she just started taking much more of a proactive and leading role in her businesses.
Very cool. Well, Juliette, tell me a little bit about your guys' team. I mean, you guys are doing this interview from your office. You guys are with Keller Williams, but tell us about your agents, your team, your structure there.
So just a little bit back up from there. In the early years of 2000, we built our first home and then sold our first spec house. And that's when I ended up getting my real estate license. And then into 2014, joined Keller Williams Realty, which then at that time, Craig, it was just me and one assistant. And in the last 6 years, our team has grown from the two of us to now we have 13 members and growing.
Awesome.
So, here at the office, we're now 13 members. And, and as you know, we have a large family. There's 10 children that we have, and the older two actually work here in the office. So there's kind of some interesting overlap with how we run our families and team. But yeah, it's been very exciting as we're growing our team and following a Keller Williams model. And basically there's an interdependence between everybody. So I used to be an individual agent, and it wasn't easy to always be the one that's the best at marketing and the best at keeping up on the legal paperwork and the transaction coordinating. And then we're out showing property at a drop of a dime. And then we're doing listings and flyers and whatever, all of that stuff. So what we have done in our team is we have divided all the different elements of a real estate agent and have experts in each field. So our transaction coordinators, that's their one thing, they're keeping us on track for on-time closings and being proactive in everything that's needed in paperwork. And then you have people out in sales and the buyer agents keeping up on the market and what the new inventory is. And so you can kind of see how it flows from there, where together we can do more for our clients.
Well, you guys are doing a great job of it. You are proverbial top producers in that market. The reason we wanted to align this show with you is you got a great story, you're great people, great professionals. And so when we bring the American dream of homeownership to the Bay Area, which is where you specialize, nobody better to do it through than you guys are out there in the community. Before I let you go here today, what areas do you cover? Because when we say Bay Area, that's a big area. So what specific areas do you guys consider your niche? Are you broad? For anyone who might be buying or selling, it's probably good that they know that.
So our main office is in Burlingame, which is centrally located on the San Francisco Peninsula. Our headquarters are here in Half Moon Bay, which is a small little quaint seaside town. It's really been wonderful raising our family here because it's just a really great community. And initially when we were starting our business here, it's just very organic, big family in a small town. And this is the kind of place where half of the town is in the town parade kind of thing. So we've really enjoyed being able to be in Half Moon Bay, but yet we are centrally located also to 3 major areas. So we're within approximately 30 miles of the Golden Gate Bridge, the Oakland Airport, and Silicon Valley. So this has been an incredible place for us as we grow a real estate team.
Very cool. Well, thank you both of you for sitting down with us, sharing us a little bit about your backstory. It's an incredible story. We're really excited to partner with you on this show to bring this great message to all of the Bay Area, to help people with their American dream of homeownership, and also see why these areas are just so incredible. You guys cover a lot of ground, do a lot of business out there. So thank you so much for representing our show, letting our show represent you. Thank you, Derek and Juliette, for coming on today.
Thank you for having us.
My
Enjoyed it.
pleasure.
We got a fun season coming up with you guys showing us all around town. More of the American Dream coming up next. Well, it's great getting to know Derek and Juliette's story. It's an amazing story. Now they're going to show us a cool autumn hotspot and a cool piece of real estate. Let's go check it out.
Welcome to Wild Things Ranch. We're excited to be here at one of our new listings, 8.5 acres, beautiful ranch house, and we're with rancher Bruce. So Bruce, tell us a little bit more about this property.
Yeah, so I wasn't always a rancher. I worked as an executive in Silicon Valley, and we wanted a place that was in the country and a short commute so that we could get away on the weekends and then make it back to Silicon Valley or San Francisco on the weekdays. We are 2 miles from the ocean, 5 miles from the Ritz-Carlton, 9 minutes from the children's school in Half Moon Bay, and here we are. All you can hear is birds chirping and the animals. So I've made the complete transformation from a desk job in Silicon Valley to a time when I'm 100% on the farm. So the property came with 2 old retired cows. And one of them was named Wild Thing, and we named the ranch Wild Things Ranch after the cow. And she had been taking care of the property for 20 years. She's no longer with us, but now we have a single cow, which we'll see in a minute, Clover. And then we saw the goats came from the petting zoo down the street at Elkis Ranch. And they have since had children, and now we've gone from 4 original goats, now we have 10. So
You do not have horses, however, this property is set up for horses.
this property could have 16 horses.
That's excellent. So Bruce, tell me about the, what are these, loafing sheds here?
Right, so this property comes with 6 loafing sheds, and the loafing sheds are places that horses or cows could get into the shade, stay out of the weather, and have babies. That's Mo.
Hey Mo, come on.
I think Mo has a crush on you.
Yeah, I like Mo.
And we're walking up here to the beehives and the pumpkin patch. It was really interesting, when we bought this property, there were bees living in the wall, and we had to get them out and put them into beehives. It was better for the building and better for the bees so that we can take care of them. That's Clover. Clover is our single cow now. Clover has 1 horn, so we like to call Clover our unicorn. You know, buying a ranch, you're gonna find some things that are not ready to go. You can see evidence here that there were bees living in all of the different, between the joists here. And so we spent about 8 hours in our bee suits with my bee mentor, a local named Surfer Ray, and we cut out the beehives from here and placed them all into the hives behind me there.
We can watch that morning sun coming up. We can watch that morning sun and we'll stay on. We living the life and never saying goodbye, 'cause we found all that we've ever wanted.
So again, being a real estate agent, you just never know what your day's gonna bring. So today we're gonna check out the bees in a bee suit.
I guarantee, I'll be all you ever need. I guarantee, 'cause you belong in a magazine. You take my breath like a roller coaster.
So here we are in the barn, redwood ceiling, and we have 9 stalls all set up for horses. Yeehaw! So I felt a little cooped up at the office today, so thank you so much for letting me come down to the ranch and telling us about the chickens here. What do we have?
Well, one of the nice things about living in the country is that we've been able to raise and breed our own chickens.
Nice.
This rooster was born here on the ranch,
Hey there.
and we're getting about a dozen eggs a day. So
Nice, good
plenty
job.
plenty of eggs to eat
Nice.
for people who like eggs.
So Bruce, what do we have going on over here? This is a little surprise to me. Fish here on the farm?
Right, so we have about a 2,600 gallon fish tank. And what I'm doing is aquaponics, so sustainable farming, where we are growing vegetables on top of a fish tank. So both the fish are food and the plants are food.
Basically could be completely self-sufficient here on the farm.
That's right.
And this beautiful 2,700 square foot farmhouse features wood beam ceilings, hickory floors, and just imagine making your farm fresh eggs right here in this gorgeous kitchen with all the modern appliances as you look out to pastures and mountains.
Meet a rainbow, 4 clover fields will open the sky, make the clouds disappear. For every day that the world makes us feel like giving up, we'll make our own luck.
Thanks for coming for the tour today of the ranch. We're really happy to show it to you.
Thank you.
And we've really loved living here, and know that whoever buys it in the future will really appreciate it.
Well, I'm sure they will appreciate everything you guys have done. You can really feel the love on this property. I mean that, like just the one with nature and all the animals. And it's just, I think, going back to the basics, and especially here in the middle of Silicon Valley and San Francisco and the Bay Area, to be able to see that people can actually live this lifestyle. And it's really inspiring. So we're signing off here at the Wild Things Ranch. Hope you enjoyed this beautiful little glimpse into what a lifestyle can be like out in the country. You have the best of both worlds. You can have the best of technology and be able to live, you know, kind of the old school, down to earth lifestyle. So hopefully this gave you a little feel of the endless possibility a country property can offer, from collecting your own eggs and honey to the high-speed internet and all the modern conveniences at the same time. So let's head over. I hear there's a little something brewing with the team, something to do with the world's largest hay maze. So let's see what's going on. All right, so the Kulda Group is here right now at Arata's pumpkin farm. Woohoo! And we are here with Chris and,
right on.
We are here with Chris and Suniva, and they're going to tell us a little bit about the history here of the world's largest hay maze. Okay, tell us about this. So, Chris, how many years have you been doing this?
Well, about 20 years now it has been, and it has become a tradition for a lot of people. It started all with just the idea of recreating the labyrinth, where my father was from, the island of Crete. And it's based on ancient Greek mythology. So it's a lot of fun. As kids study it at school, they come out and enjoy it here for a day.
That's awesome. So who puts this together? Who figures out the maze?
I design it every year.
Really?
And with the help of my son and a few other helpers, we create a different pattern so people don't get tired of the same boring maze, the same one every year.
And how long does it take to put this together?
Anywhere between 2 to 3 months.
2 to 3 months they've been preparing for this.
This is
That's
crazy.
Incredible.
And that's just a maze, not everything else we do.
Yes, and we see amazing train rides and petting zoos and pumpkins, so thank you. And this is what people, we've been talking a lot about Half Moon Bay and the lifestyle here, where we're so close to everything, but yet we're away, right? So we're 45 minutes away from downtown in Silicon Valley, city in Silicon Valley, and yet we can have this lifestyle.
This has been a destination for a lot of people. Also, the history of Arata Pumpkin Farm, the first pumpkins in the whole, if not the state, San Mateo County for sure. First pumpkins were sold here, so this is sacred pumpkin ground.
Wow, I love it.
And
We're on
even
sacred
before our
pumpkin
time.
ground. Well, the Kulda Group is
1932. The story has it how the boys got a pumpkin from a friend of theirs brought it from the East Coast, Connecticut, field pumpkin. Those were the traditional pumpkins, and how it broke. And after a while, they took the seed and they planted it, and then they started bringing pumpkins out. And they started with a pony ride, had a cow, milking a cow for a bunch of people, and this whole Half Moon Bay craziness happened.
Wow. So you guys were here first because of the Arata farm. You guys hear that? Well, we are happy and proud to be a part of this this journey with you guys. So I have a quick question. So we're going to be competing today. There's going to be a $50 pumpkin spree, cash pumpkin spree prize. So yeah, so for the winners. Okay, so I'd like to first ask Chris, what would be a good time to clock in? Like how long would a good sort of time look relative to maybe not such a good time?
I would say a lucky time. If someone gets lucky on the same path, maybe 10, 15 minutes.
10, 15 minutes if you're lucky. What might an average be?
Half an hour. I'm glad that you guys are here. Have a great time. Break up in small little groups.
Yeah.
And I'll be here to see which is going to be the first group that makes it out.
Yeah,
I bet it's a girl that's going to come out first.
Yeah,
I know
very
that
good.
for a fact.
Okay. Are you guys ready? Kulda Group, are you guys ready to have a heyday and have a gorge time? Yes, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna up the stakes. I know we said it was a $50 pumpkin spree. The first prize is actually $100 pumpkin decor spree. Second prize is $50, okay?
Are we all in? Two, three, one!
Gonna have a heyday and a really good time! Woo! Go, 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 go! Okay, so we're setting up Judy here. Judy knows the secret of the hay maze because she was here recently. So she is going to be the judge.
Flowers glowing wild and green, dig your nails into the dirt, then you find the seeds. They're singing, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Ooh, you know I can't stop, baby. I've been paralyzed by fear, but whenever you are near, I feel like I can live forever. I feel like I can live forever.
Looks like Brandon Felicia made it out of the hay maze. Took a couple hours. Nice. We're glad you're back.
Well, love the stories out of the neighborhoods of North Bay and also the coldest stories. There's a reason they are award-winning realtors is because they're the best in the business and they have all the inventory. So if you'd like to know what some of the properties on the market in North Bay are, we asked the coldest to share some of theirs. Let's go check them out now.
This exceptional luxury condo is located at 400 El Camino Real at the Ashton in Belmont. This tastefully designed one-bedroom, one-bathroom condo was built in 2019 and features an open concept floor plan with modern finishes. The kitchen has quartz countertops as well as Bosch appliances. The high ceilings have recessed lighting that illuminate the living, dining, and kitchen area, which is also complemented by beautiful oak floors and has a private balcony. This unit also has a Nest thermostat, air conditioning, as well as a GE stacked washer and dryer. The Ashton is complete with a shared outdoor lounge area with fire pit, barbecue, fitness center, and underground parking garage. Situated across the street from Belmont Plaza, which features restaurants, shops, all with close proximity to parks and commute routes to San Francisco and Silicon Valley. 527 Highland Avenue has 2 houses for the price of 1 and is located in Half Moon Bay's desirable Highland Park neighborhood. Situated on a large 9,000 square foot lot, this property is equipped with solar and 2 Tesla Powerwall batteries. The functionally designed 2,750 square foot main house has a 3-car garage and is a reverse floor plan with a balcony off the kitchen and an open concept dining area and living room with a wood-burning stove. The beautifully detached 1-bedroom, 1-bath guest house was recently constructed and has vaulted ceilings, its own kitchen, laundry room, and is complete with air conditioning. The backyard features a large patio, hot tub, and kids' playhouse. (727) Main Street offers a rare opportunity to own a mixed-use commercial and residential property in the heart of historical downtown Half Moon Bay, which is centrally located between San Francisco and Silicon Valley. The upper level is a 1,200 square foot, 2-bedroom, 1-bath residential unit and has an open concept living and dining area adjacent to the kitchen. The 1,100 square foot lower level is a commercial office space. The property has 3 parking spots and is in a great location to enjoy town festivals and parade routes, while also near acclaimed restaurants and shops and close proximity to the beach and coastal trail.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode of The American Dream. Some positive media. Had a lot of fun hosting it with you, and North Bay is a great area. Don't forget, you can check out the show outside of the show itself, of course, in that world of social media. Visit us online at The American Dream TV. Hope you can breathe oxygen into our message and our story, which is really your story, not ours. We just get to reflect it back to you every time on the show and have a lot of fun doing it. Until next time, cheers to your American Dream.